Hey guys, welcome to Top Tabletop. I'm Gab Zúñiga and today I will show you how to play Deception Murder in Hong Kong. Deception Murder in Hong Kong is a social deduction game for 4 to 12 players, where you are investigators trying to solve a murder, but one of you is the assassin, and you must find the correct evidence and means to catch them. The components are 12 roll cards, 200 clue cards, 90 means cards, 26 scene tiles, 6 event tiles, 11 badges, and 6 bullets. We will set up a 5-player game. Take roll cards depending on the number of players. You need the forensic scientist, the murderer, and all the rest investigators. Shuffle them and give one to each player. Only the forensic scientist is revealed and takes the scene tiles and the bullets. Everyone else gets a badge, 4 clue cards, and 4 means cards, which are placed face up facing the other players so everyone can see them, and the game is ready to begin. The first part of the game is the crime, where the murderer will choose the means of murder and the key evidence. The scientist tells everyone to close their eyes, then they tell the murderer to open their eyes and indicate the means and evidence. The murderer points at the cards they want to choose, the scientist confirms and tells them to close their eyes, and finally they tell everyone to open their eyes. The second part of the game is the investigation, which is divided in 3 rounds, and each round has 2 steps. The first step is evidence collection. Here, the scientist takes the tiles entitled Location of Crime and Cause of Death, and shuffle the rest to form a deck. They take 4 of these tiles, the Cause of Death tile, and choose 1 Location of Crime tile to have a total of 6. The scientist will place 1 bullet at a time on each tile, and these will be the clues for the investigators to deduce the correct means of murder and key evidence and catch the murderer. The second step is presentation. After all the bullets have been placed, the investigators discuss for a brief time, and then each one, starting on the left of the scientist, gives their opinion about the crime, telling what they think are the means and evidence. Other players are not allowed to interrupt. After the presentation, the second round begins. The scientist takes a new tile that will replace a previous one, except location of crime or cause of death. Then places the bullet, and another presentation takes place, and after that the last round begins following the same steps. At any point during the game, each investigator has 1 attempt to solve the crime. To do it, they announce it and then state the clue card and the means card of the player they think is the murderer. If both cards are correct, the game ends, but if either card is incorrect, the scientist only says no, without giving any additional information. The player who attempted to solve the crime gives their badge to the scientist. They keep participating in the game, but they can no longer attempt to solve the crime. If an investigator finds the correct key evidence and means of murder, the scientist and the investigators win, but if all players fail, the murderer wins. You can adjust the difficulty of the game by giving more or less cards to the investigators, and you can also add the event tiles to the deck, which will make different things happen in the second and third rounds. Also, when there are 6 or more players, you can add the accomplice and the witness. The accomplice knows who the murderer is and the solution to the crime, and the witness knows who the bad guys are, but doesn't know who is who or how the crime was committed. If the murderer is caught, but he can identify who's the witness, the bad guys win. And that's how you play Deception Murder in Hong Kong. Did you like the video? Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe, it's free and it really helps the channel. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video.